In today's episode, let's prepare these really tasty pumpkin chapatis. You can also substitute the pumpkin with some butternut. Either works just as good as the other. And I'm going to be showing you how to prepare this in 6 easy steps. As you can see, the chapatis are beautiful, they were soft and layered. And I hope you enjoy this recipe. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, share this with a friend and like the recipe. And without further ado, let's get started. In step 1, we are going to start off by making our pumpkin puree. You'll definitely need the pumpkin that has already been diced into manageable sizes. Then we are going to boil that for a couple of minutes, 10 to 15 minutes thereabout. And once the pumpkins are soft and tender, we are going to let that cool for about 5 minutes or so. Then we are going to blend it to form a very smooth consistency. Also, we are going to reserve the water that we've used to boil our pumpkins, and we are going to be using it in the recipe as well. Also, if you do not have a blender, you can mash the pumpkins using a wooden spatula or a mwiko because they are already soft. In step 2, we are going to mix all our ingredients, starting with the all-purpose flour, some salt. Sugar is optional and I'm not going to be adding any sugar in today's recipe. Then we are going to go in with our pumpkin puree as well as the pumpkin water if needed. If at all it's not going to be enough, you can add in some cold water. By this point, my pumpkin puree is about warmish. Normally, I use cold water while preparing my chapatis because that's how I like them. But in today's episode, the pumpkin puree is warm. We are going to be using a wooden spatula to start off the mixing process because of the warm pumpkin puree. But once it mixes with the flour, it becomes warm to the touch. At this point, you can add in your pumpkin water, and if it's not enough, you can go in with more tap water. In step 3, this is where we are going to be doing the arm workout. You're going to need this for about 20 to 30 minutes till you form a very soft dough. Once your dough comes together, we are going to add in about 2 spoons of cooking oil. Mix that in till it is well combined. We are going to rub it with some oil, then cover it. Then we are going to let this rest for about 30 minutes or so. But the longer, the better. You can leave this the entire afternoon, but I had limited time, so I left it for about 30 minutes. This is going to help in making the dough even softer because the moisture and the flour will come in together and hydration will take place, and we're going to have very soft chapatis. I'm going to be demonstrating that in a few. After letting the dough rest, it should be able to stretch with ease, and that's because it's well hydrated. Moving on swiftly to step 4, and we are going to be dividing our dough into smaller portions. First, we are going to start off by dusting our surface with all-purpose flour. Then we are going to roll out our dough, spread some cooking oil, dust it with more flour. Then we are going to cut it into strips. Once you've cut your dough into small strips, we are going to start coiling them, and we are going to eyeball the size and make sure that all of them are almost the same size, if not the same size. At this point, you can just watch and learn. It's quite an easy step. Here, I'm going to repeat the same thing that we've just done. Finally, we are done, and these are our dough balls. We are almost done, and in step 5, we are going to be rolling and pre-cooking our chapatis. To roll the dough, you'll need to start off by dusting your surface with some flour, and this is going to help the dough not to stick on the countertop. Then once you've rolled it out to your desired shape and size, you're going to place it on a hot pan, then let it pre-cook for about a minute or so on each side. I'm going to do that for all the chapatis, then we'll come in with our next and final step, that is step 6. As you can see, we have a very beautiful job going on here. All our chapatis are pre-cooked and we are ready to move on to step 6. In step 6, this is the final step and we are going to be shallow frying our chapatis. You'll start off by adding some cooking oil on top of the chapati, spread it around, then overturn it, and then add another chapati, and you're going to be using that to turn your chapati so that it can cook evenly. You're going to cook that till you attain a very beautiful golden color, and as you can see, our chapatis are looking very beautiful, very delicious and very tasty. So you'll keep on doing this till you're done with all your chapatis, and you're going to be storing them inside a hot pot or a hot dish so that they can continue becoming softer and they also remain hot. I'll continue doing that till I'm done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed this particular recipe, and I also hope you're going to try it out. As you've seen, it's such an easy recipe with 6 simple steps, and the outcome is very delicious, very tasty, very yummy. You can't have enough of these chapatis. So I hope you loved this recipe. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts down in the comment section, share this with a friend, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.